Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Vinay. In this vlog, I'm taking you along on an exciting night adventure to one of the most underrated trekking spots near Bangalore, which is called Kunti Betta. We started late at night, trekked under the stars, and witnessed one of the most peaceful sunrises from the summit. It all began on a Friday night around 11:30 pm. We left from Bangalore in a group. We packed light, but with loads of energy and snacks for the road. The drive was roughly 3 to 3.5 hours. And trust me, night drives on an empty highways feel totally different, peaceful, calm, and exciting. We reached the base of Kunti Betta trek around 3 am. There was a slight chill in the air, and the village was still asleep. We geared up with the torches, shoes with good grip, and began the climb in complete darkness. Trekking in the dark is a different kind of thrill altogether. Every step feels more mindful, every sound louder. We stuck together, followed the trail carefully, and looked up once in a while. The sky was full of stars, something was rarely get to see in the city. The trail is rocky and has a few steep patches, but nothing too difficult if you are reasonably fit. We stopped a couple of times to rest, sip some water, and soak in the silence. It was just as the rocks and the occasional chirps of insects. Around 5:50 am, we reached the summit of Kunti Betta. The sky had about to just start changing the colors, a hint of orange blending into the black night. We found a quiet spot and settled down to wait for the sunrise. And then slowly, the magic began. The golden light began to pour over the lake in the distance. The hills around us turned from shadow to silhouette, and we watched the sunrise right in front of us, above the horizon. I've seen many sunrises, but this one felt different. Maybe because of the effort it took to reach there, or maybe I had an experience of this sunrise hike after a long gap, or maybe because it felt like we had the whole sky to ourselves. Kunti Betta has a lot of historical stories attached to it. It's believed that Kunti, the mother of Pandavas, the Mahabharata, right? So, the mother of Pandavas, and her name is Kunti, stayed here during their exile. You'll even find a small temple on the way up. That place even very well structured. There is a lake, there is a temple, establishment, everything was there. The rocks, the stillness, it all feels like it's holding history. Once the sun was up, we took our time exploring the summit. We took some photos, which are very good photos. We played some games, walked around, and just sat quietly for a while. All of a sudden, the rain started a bit. The drizzle has given a different feeling. And apart from this, there are plenty of cool rock formations and the corners where you just sit and enjoy the view. If you are planning a similar night trek, here are few tips like bring a flashlight for sure or a headlamp at least. Carry a light jacket. Wear shoes with good grip and don't overpack anything because it's just a sunrise max half a day. By in a half a day you will return even back to Bangalore. Also avoid going solo if you are new to this region. Night treks are generally safer and more fun in small groups. So we began our descent around 7 a.m. Like with good daylight, the trail looked totally different from what we saw at night. Fields, rocks, small ponds, and there are very cute monkeys. And we had a lot of peacock peacock sounds coming from the boulders. We saw some of them as well. They're very cool. I felt like we were walking down a trail that had woken up with us. Yeah, by the time we reached the base, it was almost around 8 am. We were tired, hungry, but happy, of course. With new friends, new experiences, new tricks, new hills, new boulders. And apart from that, we grabbed some fresh coconut water, and on the way we stopped for a quick breakfast. We had a rest there, some enough rest, because nothing beats local food after a trek, of course. Kunti Betta is perfect for quick weekend escape. No long travel, no expensive planning. Just a pack a bag overnight and go with the friends, or go a solo. That's fine. But I would prefer go with always go with some group, or with a group of people, or with organized trekkers or groups, because if it is new to you, it's better always to go, in my opinion. As long as the urban traveling, the solo is okay, but when coming to the woods treks and hikes, if you're a professional, you're good to go, but it's always preferable to go with groups. And of course, it's ideal for beginners too. Whenever anyone wants to experience the sunrise, a small night trek, or even a short hike during the day too. One thing we made sure of, we left no waste behind. So whoever going, please carry a backpack along with some trash bag, and respect the place so that it stays as peaceful for the next travelers as it was for just. This trip reminded me sometimes the best places are one of the closest to us. You don't need a flight ticket or a long vacation. All you need is one good plan and the will to wake up early.
Yep.
I'll leave all the possible details and the location in the description below. So if you are planning a trip to Kunti Betta, do check that out. Also drop your questions in the comments. I would like to help. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. If you like this vlog, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such raw, real, and local travel stories. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring. This is Vinay signing off from the serene hills of Kunti Betta. So I'll drop here so you can please continue watching the video to see how the surroundings are, the temple location, the lake, the boulders, etc.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes and flies were there.